Welcome to CEO Intronet. I'm Meredith Mendes. Today we're going to talk about the life cycle and different stages that our entrepreneurs have reached in growing their business. But first, let's meet them.
Hi, my name is Bob Schumacher. I'm Executive Vice President of GfK UserCentric, based in Oak Brook Terrace, Illinois.
And I'm Karl Zimmerman, the CEO of Steadfast, and we are an IT infrastructure company out of Chicago.
So Bob, first, you started your company with 4 people, consultants, and now you've sold to one of the largest conglomerates in the world in what you do. Tell us how you grew your business, and then how did you get to the stage where you decided you needed to sell?
Sure. I think one of the important things for any business is you want to grow it to the point where you want to develop it and grow it so that it has value. It provides value to the customers, it provides value to the employees and to the owners, and always trying to build something that at the end of the day will have value both to the owners but also to anybody else in the market. So we always try to keep our eye on what was important to the customer. And if you're focused on the customer, if you're focused on delivering the product and service that the customer wants to buy, then you will, if you pay attention to that, that really delivers what the customer wants. And that makes you more valuable to anybody else in the market. It wasn't really our intention to sell, but we had an opportunity that presented itself that really gave us a chance to build further on our dreams for what we were trying to do.
So what about your business that you sold? How can you better deliver your services?
Well, I think there's a lot of power behind the company that we're with, which is GfK. They've given us an opportunity to grow geographically. They're giving us an opportunity to partner up with new clients, with new customers, and with new parts of the business that offer even more value to the clients that we currently have.
So, Karl, in contrast, you started as a business of 1, okay, and now I understand you're much bigger. Tell us where you are in your life cycle and what are your plans in terms of growing your business?
I started, of course, me when I was 14, and now we're at a state where we have 35 employees, and things are just growing steadily and rapidly at this point, and I'm happy that I'm at a point finally as a CEO where I can take on entirely the long-term role, focusing on company culture, development inside the company, where we're moving forward, what we're going to focus on, and where we're going, as opposed to still having to deal with the day-to-day things and dealing with all of those day-to-day problems. And it's been nice focusing on the long-term growth and the long-term development.
So when you started up, what was your vision? How big did you want to be?
When I started, honestly, it was a hobby pretty much. I was 14, so it was not really knowing what would happen or where things were going to end up. But it was pretty much in college that it sort of solidified that this was really what I wanted to do and what I wanted to focus on, and made sense long term. And as companies become more and more dependent on the IT components of their business, as technology keeps changing, it just becomes more and more evident that the services we provide are just going to continue to be in greater and greater demand as we move forward.
And how do you scale, since you're a service company? How do you get people to vet all of the people that join your company, maintain quality? Where do you want to be physically, meaning geographically?
Right now, geographically, our focus right now is in the Chicago area and the Midwest, though we do have customers all over the world. We have customers all over the place. And a lot of our focus is, maintaining a personal touch. And even as a CEO, I need to stay involved with pretty much all of our employees, know what they're doing, not managing them, but simply be aware with what's going on, even at the lower levels. And that, make sure the managers and the employees all have their responsibilities. They know what their roles are. For the most part, we need to get to a state and make sure we're at a state where we trust our employees to do their jobs, that we don't have to worry about micromanaging, and that they're all good technical people that love doing that type of work. So we know when they're in that type of environment, they're going to produce high quality work. And as we grow geographically, that's certainly going to be a concern as we expand geographically, which is why much of my focus now is on the culture, how we do unified development and internal training development, knowledge sharing, and all of this inside our company to assure that as we grow, as we continue, we can still maintain the high levels of service and quality with multiple sites, with additional locations.
So do you anticipate seeking outside funding?
Right now, we're not really seeking outside funding. I mean, we've been able to grow up to this point without outside funding, and moving forward with just the way business has been growing and going, we can self-fund for a while yet. But I mean, that's not to say that it's not a possibility. If a good offer came around, if a good opportunity presented itself that allowed us to grow faster or grow better or bring in expertise that we don't have currently, I mean, you really can't shut down possibilities like that.
So Bob, you have sold now. How has your life changed? Tell us how it has changed as an entrepreneur before and now.
Well, we were very careful because one of the things that we had a lot of pride in was the culture that we developed within our company. We wanted to be small and somewhat quirky and really do our work very well, but we wanted to have a distinct identity. And so our concern was, if we got into a company that didn't allow us to continue our own identity and have a real culture of our own, that would maybe upset things more than we would really like. So I think one of the reasons why, one of the things that one should look at, and one of the things that we did look at, was what are opportunities to continue being the kind of company that we wanted to be on a going forward basis. As we grew, can we continue to move on our vision? Can we continue to do things the way that we want to be able to do them, all the while making sure that we're loyal and delivering value to the parent. So it was really important to us that we keep a culture, that we keep an identity. So to answer the question directly, we hope that not a whole lot has changed, because we like the way that we were doing business before, and we want to take the good parts and attach them to the other good parts from our parent company.
So is there a next step for you?
Well, one of the main reasons why we took advantage of the acquisition is because there were still dreams that we needed, or that we wanted to fill. And it's one thing to self-fund those. It's quite another thing to have somebody take the dream that you've got and say, we believe in that, and we believe that what you do is valuable, and we want to help it grow. So the next step is for us to continue our plans that we had prior to acquisition and grow those out even further for geographical expansion, for new markets, for new customers.
And Karl, any more next steps for you?
I mean, right now, we're focusing on extending out sales offices in Milwaukee and Indianapolis, so we can keep a face-to-face personal relationship with customers in the area and in the region, and then also expanding geographically to the Northeast with a New York data center expansion to be able to offer some more disaster recovery services and expand our footprint in general.
So there you have it. Very different growth strategies. Thank you both, and have a great day.